If you guys did not notice, we live in a very hedonistic and very liberated sexual time, right? If you guys haven't noticed already. And this, first of all, this podcast was, it was influenced, right, by one of my viewers, very intelligent fellow, right? He follows me on IG. His name is Pierric, and I believe he's French. Shout yourself out, brother. And I linked the article that he wrote talking about this topic. Very well put, very well thought out topic. And I'm going to link it in the description. Check it out. Okay. And this is with everything. It has a good and a bad. Okay. It has a good and a bad side, just like everything. And this is really an observational piece. Okay, this is really an observational piece that I have noticed, and of course, everyone else has observed. Now, there is a good and a bad part about a hedonistic culture, and I will get into it. First of all, this is a Terric Talks Midnight podcast. Sit down, relax. If you sip, go on sip. If you don't, go and get you a fruit smoothie or something of that nature and enjoy. Now, when we say hedonistic, what does the word hedonistic mean? Basically, it is referring to just carnal pleasure, right? Very senses based, right? Touch, sight, sound, smell, feel, all of these senses. It's indulgence, it's gluttony. Okay, it's basically indulging in pleasure. And when it comes to dating, this is basically what hedonistic means. It means people just going all out. And I've said this before in other videos. This is nothing new, right? All of these guys talking about modern woman this and modern this. Let me clue you guys in on something. This has been happening since the beginning of time. And it's cyclical, right? Society sometimes is hedonistic, aka liberal. Then it goes to more conservative, aka traditional, so on and so forth. It's a circle, it's a cycle. And now we're back in the hedonistic age, right? If you read the Bible, even if you are not religious, it's still a book that was written thousands of years ago. It had the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Basically, it was hedonistic. Okay, it was hedonistic. It was people messing with each other in group activities, right? I'm trying to keep this PG so it don't get demonetized, right? Even though YouTube be demonetizing my shit for no reason sometimes, but people just doing group activities, guy on guy, girl on girl, right? Person on animal, even. Like, it was just a free for all. Okay, it was just a free for all. And really, hedonism could really be even considered a person's deep down desire, right? Because everybody is wearing a mask in this society. You will never know, even sometimes your spouse or your partner, you will never know his or her deepest, darkest fantasy. Okay, you will never know their deepest, darkest fantasy unless you're into the same thing that they're in, right? So with that being said, the good part about hedonism is, and I'm talking mainly to my fellas because this is, centered around men, but for ladies too, right? I'm referring to both men and women, just more so my fellas. So the good part about it is that, men, they can go out there, have casual interactions, and I'm going to refer to it as interaction. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Casual intimacy. They could go out there, have casual one night stands, have casual interactions with young ladies, no strings attached, get their rocks off, right? They could do things that, it would have probably been frowned upon a couple of decades back because And I'm referring to Western culture here. Okay, referring to Western culture because some countries, especially, if we're talking about Islamic countries and whatnot, they still live by the more traditional, more conservative standards. Okay, but things that would have been taboo a couple of years back, things that were done kind of in the dark. Now it's like nothing, right? It's nothing for a guy to go to a bar, see a young lady that he finds attractive, she finds him attractive. They talk for like a good hour or so, and next thing you know, they're, they're bumping uglies in a room or a hotel, whatever. It's nothing. That's nothing. They both do it, and then the next day, it's like nothing. And like they just go to work and everything's back to normal, like whatever. They're even gonna brag about it. They're even gonna brag about it to their friends, and the females too, right? The females too. They're gonna brag about it to their friends. They're like, yeah, I got with this hot guy, and we did so and so. I blew so and so, and I got it in a so and so, right? And he put it in my so and so, so on and so forth, right? Y'all get the picture. So it's nothing. It's very carnal. It's very pleasure based. There's no rationale. It's very primal. There's no rationale. There's no logic in it. There's no thinking about, hey, look, what are the repercussions of this? What are the long-term effects? And like I said, it's celebrated, right? Like if we take a look at this Megan the Stallion and Cardi B, I was about to call her Megan B, whatever, same shit. Cardi B, Meg the Stallion, and you got Glorilla and FREE, fuck nigga free, just all of this hedonistic, it's nothing now. It's nothing. It's the thought culture is celebrated, right? And same thing with men, right? I'm not just going in on my young ladies. Men, we need to do a little better too, right? Because, and I'm gonna go off the rails here for just a quick little second. I be hearing way too, and I'm probably gonna make another video about this because it's fucking disgusting. It disgusts me. I hear way too many men brag about how they're smashing a guy's wife or smashing a guy's girlfriend, right? And then what kills me, what baffles me, and I'm going off the rails here, but stay with me. What fucking kills me is they're gonna complain about females in the next breath, how they ain't this and how, when they just bragged about, oh man, yeah, I F this N's wife, and then I'm like, bro, I'm thinking in my head like, bro, that's trash. You are trash. You are perpetuating thought culture. You're making it worse, right? So that's the thing that was actually a negative side of hedonistic culture, and I kind of got ahead of myself. But that's the good thing, is that people are liberated. If they want to do group activities, hey man, they got parties for that, right? If you want to F some random chick, hey, go for it. Same thing with my ladies. If you want to F a random hot guy you met from the club, go for it, baby. Sky's the limit, right? That's the good thing. Now, let's talk about the bad thing. With everything that is good, there is bad. There are repercussions. There's repercussions, right? The more sexual partners you have, the less fulfilled you will feel. And yes, that goes for men. Right? I am sick and tired of red pill spaces making it seem like it's just women going through these things. No, men go through it too, right? It's been times, especially in my mid-20s, right? When I was like 25, for whatever reason that age stands out, I was nailing them, right? I was killing it. I was broke as hell working at a restaurant, so I had all the time in the world to be a thought, right? And I still felt empty, okay? I still felt empty. I still felt like it was something missing because all of these interactions are empty. They are empty interactions. They have no meaning. They have no substance, okay? They have no kind of any meaning to them. They're just very very empty. It just leaves you feeling like you have sometimes it makes you feel worse, right? And you try to chase the same high. It's like a drug. You try to chase that validation. And of course, this is even worse with young ladies. Young ladies, every single guy that you get with, right? Every single guy you lay with, it's not just casual. Okay? It's not just casual. You are taking in this man's energy, no matter how whack the sex was, no matter if it lasted for 5 minutes and you never called this guy back, right? And you ghosted him, that guy's energy is going to be with you damn near forever. And the older you get, the more angry, the more bitter, and the harder it's going to be for you to form a real relationship. Because like I said, what happens is you just feel empty on the inside. And on top of that, since you're dealing with negative energies, here's another bad thing about hedonism. You're messing with everybody all willy-nilly. You don't know this person's energy. I'm talking to my men and women here. You don't know this young lady's energy. You don't know this young man's energy. This person could have some kind of mental issue going on. And I'm not talking about autism or something of that nature. I'm talking about they're fighting demons, right? They're fighting just very bad spirits. They have very bad energy. And guess what? Now you have it. And it's going to follow you around. But people don't think about that, right? People, oh, it's liberated. This whole you can't tell me what to do, very liberal. It's going to bite a lot of people. It is biting a lot of people in the ass. It's biting a lot of people in the ass because let me tell y'all something. The world doesn't give a shit about, how you feel and how liberated you are. The rules of nature have laws. There are laws of nature. And nature doesn't give a damn about how liberal this society is, or, hey, if you want to have a one night stand with someone, just have fun, right? Nature's like, okay, hey, this is your 30th one night stand, or this is your 20th hookup or whatever. Okay, nature is taking inventory, right? Nature is taking or God, Allah, whoever you believe in, whatever. There is taking inventory, and it's like, okay, hey, look, that's another person that's another person's energy you just took in. And unfortunately, a lot of people's energy nowadays is fucked up. It is terrible, but no one thinks about that, right? So this was just an observational piece about hedonism. And, guys, just be careful, dog, because it's, it has a good and a bad part. Just know what you getting into. Okay. Peace.